So first off, this is the current skating style that I'm rocking with. I used it towards the end of EASHL 24, and I think it looks pretty good. It's definitely given me a little bit of a speed boost just overall in terms of skating. So I definitely do believe now that skating style does affect speed. Going into free skate here, obviously with the change in EASHL 25 now, with the straight line speed being a little bit slower, right? So obviously this is a nerf, right? They wanted to get rid of the regular straight line speed, but with the skating style, you could sort of get some of that speed back. However, though, with the new vision control mechanic, you can actually get certain decent animations, as you see right there. I was kind of skating a little bit faster than just a regular straight line. It may not seem like too much. I feel like if you work it a little bit, you could see a little bit more of the effect. So like the little LT there. So it's utilizing the LT/L2 and sort of seeing how you can sort of pivot in certain areas, either coming off the boards or just, you know, certain turns and stuff like that to sort of propel you forward. And this is why we use, right, a PMD, playmaker, all those types of builds that are, you know, 160 pounds with 94 speed, 94 excel, 95 agility, right? So that is the idea. You can definitely move relatively quickly going back and forth. So I guess, you know, it takes some time. You know, like before we would bounce off the boards and kind of get us a little bit of a speed boost. As you saw right there, I was kind of moving a little bit slower. I mean, sometimes you kind of get that kick. It just kind of depends. I feel like it does obviously go with the skating style, I think, but just also with the LT as well. So you can kind of turn there, go off the boards here. You know, it's just kind of quick turns back and forth, and you see how I'm kind of being able to move very quickly. So that's something that you can go into free skate, like I said, and sort of just practice a little bit. So, right, so not just the regular, you know, just straight lining, as this is actually very slow, and it does take time for it to pick up, as opposed to when you go from, you know, a potential standstill, little LT pivot there, and now all of a sudden I'm kind of going a little bit quicker. All right, so just utilizing the LT is kind of what I'm saying here. Now, if you're without the puck too, it's kind of the same thing, right? So let's say you're on the back check. This little move right there where you're kind of like feathering it or tapping it does also like propel you forward just a little bit. So sometimes even on the back check, you know how before we used to hold our right stick down to sort of get like a little burst of speed on the back check. That does still apply, I think, but also just sometimes maybe in some areas where you can sort of work this, where it feels like, you saw right there, I felt like I was going a little bit faster than just when I was skating regularly, right? So that's just feathering the L2, not necessarily turning fully, but just sort of tapping it up just a little bit. Like when you're in a full stride back pedal, then you kind of go like that and tap it a little bit. You can kind of get back a little bit quicker. So again, those are just little things of what I'm just kind of seeing right now. Let me know your thoughts about what you've seen, right? Definitely the more top skilled guys are definitely utilizing the L2 and sort of like, you know, you saw right there, just kind of moving away, kind of moving quickly, being able to turn and kind of keep that speed going, right? So the speed of the game is definitely nerfed, like I was saying, but you can obviously utilize certain animations with vision control and just, you know, the 95, 96 speed builds, or 96 agility builds that I think do kick in these extra little bit of speed boost effects. So just something I want to give you guys. Again, the video's not too long, but yeah, let me know your thoughts below, and I'll get into some more defensive videos next.